You know, I was promised a cruise on a luxury liner and not some miniature model of a boat. But anyway, welcome back to the FireRed Omega Nuzlocke. And as you can see, I haven't done any bit of grinding. Because I think the random trainers on the ship shouldn't be too much of a hassle. So let's get right to it. Yeah, I'd say they're restless. We're gonna find out in a second. Okay, here's Gentleman McGee. And yeah, he's just traveling alone, which is actually traveling alone is quite fun. Most people swear on traveling with a friend or with a group of friends or with their partner. Honestly, I like traveling alone because you're not forced to make plans and to agree on a plan with your other people you're traveling with. You can do whatever you want. You can completely be on your own. It has potential to get boring at times, but what am I doing, by the way? Oh yeah, that's the problem about Kappa not having a water move, but let's just find out what nature power turns into, shall we? I think indoors it turns into Shadow Ball. Let's see. No, it's still Swift. Okay. Shadow Ball must be in caves then. Oh hey, Kappa, what is up with you? 2 criticals in a row. Keep it up. And here's Meditite. I've always been a fan of Meditite for some reason. I'm switching to Oracle, well knowing that it's fighting, but psychic moves are not effective, but anyway. Yeah, I've always been a fan of Meditite. Even though it looks a bit stupid with the cinnamon roll ears and its onion head, but yeah, it works. Oh, it has my favorite move. Yeah, Swagger is really annoying. But yeah, Meditite is a psychic fighting type, so the usual weaknesses, psychic and dark, don't really work. So that's what makes Meditite stand out. That and its ability. Oh, hidden power. What is it gonna be? Yeah, not much. Its ability is, I think, called Huge Power, which double its attack stat, making it an incredible beast. And when I used to play competitively a bit in Generation 3, and I would always use a Meditite, or a Medicham rather. I was just a fan of its huge attack stat. And its, what's the word? Versatility? I don't know. I was just being a fan of it in general, because it learns all the elemental punches as well. Oh, nice. You can take a rest. Which means we don't have to run back to the Pokémon Center every time I need to heal. Okay, moving along. What else do we got? We got another gentleman ambushing. Oh my god. Now I just imagine him sitting still on his chair, looking at the door, waiting for someone to barge in, like, oh, I'm just here alone. What's gonna happen? Will someone move in? And yeah, there he is, and a single Nidorino, and probably Nidorina. Okay, Oracle gets some more experience. Yeah, in this video, I'm trying to use Harley more, or I'm trying to use Harley a lot, rather, because I think it's gonna evolve in this episode. I think evolution level might be 26, maybe 27. I guess we're gonna find out. And yeah, I called it. Here's Nidorina. I don't know if I actually called it, but I called it in my head. That's good enough for me. But even Nidorina should go down like a chump. Oh yeah, another critical! What is going on in this episode? Keep that up, guys. Okay, that's the second trainer gone. Oracle grows a level, learns nothing. Meh. Humph! You rude whatever. That's what happens when you don't lock your doors. Like, why do people not lock the door? Bonjour, I am the waiter on the ship. I will be happy to serve you anything you please. I'm sorry, that was my bad attempt at a French accent. I actually don't speak any French, but whatever. Yeah, so here is an interesting NPC. Not because you can do anything with her in the game, but yeah, she says she would like a cherry pie. And in the original games, Red and Blue, I always thought this is the start of a long trade quest. I was walking around the ship like crazy, trying to find the person who gives me the cherry pie, and to return it to her. I thought this was actually a quest. Well, I can't remember if I thought it, or if I wanted it to be one, but I was always thinking, hey, she wants a cherry pie, where do I get a cherry pie? But no, there's no quest. It's just a boring NPC who has no purpose in the game, other than flavor text. So I was disappointed when I found out there was nothing to do, but So here we have another boring girl. She only has a Clefairy that used Follow Me, which is useless. Follow Me is an attack which is exclusive for double battles, really. Like, Follow Me is basically the typical knight in Final Fantasy kind of type move. It just makes it that any attacks will target the user. And because this is a single battle, it was a complete waste of time. And Skitty, yeah, you've always been useless. And my luck continued. Never mind, it doesn't. Oh, Cute Charm, you're so annoying. And also, about Cute Charm. So Cute Charm has a 50% of infatuating a Pokémon, which, fair enough. I think it's 50% at least. And infatuation means that 50% of the time the Pokémon is stunned in love. But I always thought that it's so much higher than 50%. Like, any person who's ever fought Whitney's Miltank in Gold, Silver, Crystal knows that it's more than 50% behind the scenes. Because this status kicks in, like, at least 75% of the time. And it's so incredibly annoying. I love Pokemon. I'm a completely generic NPC without a personality. And I'm Tyler. Yeah, whatever. Oh, and he has a Nuzleaf. Here we go, name dropping. So, if you're not aware, the name Nuzlocke, like the name of the playthrough type, comes from a playthrough in which the trainer used a Nuzleaf. And it's a reference to, well, Nuzlocke is a reference to Nuzleaf, and the series Lost, because there is a character called, I believe, John Locke in it. I've never seen it, I don't know his significance to the plot, but I believe he's one of the main characters. And yeah, throughout the run, I believe Nuzleaf dies at some point, but it sort of became the mascot, and it always appeared in, like, inspirational kind of scenes, like, oh, trainer, don't lose hope, keep going, like, stuff like that. Anyways, I just got the TM for Brick Break, which, believe it or not, is one of the best fighting moves you could have. So let's see if anyone can learn. Oh, plenty of things can learn it, including Kappa. Like, Kappa here has a very dire moveset, at least for leveling up. It can learn stuff like Surf or Water Pulse by TM, but natural level up moves, not great. So I'm not going to use it straight away, but I will keep it in mind for later, because having another move on the moveset would be very welcome. Okay, let's see, and she's got nothing to say. She just doesn't have her children under control, whatever. And next cabin, another gentleman, and oh, it's Looker. Yeah, he's looking for Team Rocket. Good job hiding out on a ship where there's no rockets to be found, you dumbass. Should I go? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go up next. Yeah, I didn't know the horn was part of the song. I was surprised when I heard that the first time. Let me just... Oh yeah, this is actually the end. I don't want to be here at all. I don't want to be here yet. So, I will save this part of the ship for later. Instead, I will go here. Which leads to, yeah, the kitchen. I don't think there's any trainers here or any useful dialogue. There's just more people talking in a generic French accent. Oh, because they're chefs, and all chefs in the world are French, obviously. Yeah, he's talking about the trash, he's le chef. What was that weird pause? Let's look at that again. Like, it's like, okay, I'm the chef, whatever. Le main course is... Salmon du Sola. Like, what the hell is that? Kinda weird. Okay. Yeah, whatever, you're not important. And here's a Patcha Berry. Cool, good to have. Is there anything else in the trash? Let's see... Oh, more berries. Cool. Inside... Yeah, there's just trash left, okay? Yeah, I know, Snorlax. Snorlax is fat, you're fat as well. And a Chesto Berry. Okay. 3 status healing items, which will be good to have later on. Okay, let's make a tour to the right of the ship now. And while this is going on, I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna vlog a bit, basically. So, the other day I went to a gig for a band called the Gaslight Anthem. With the Gaslight Anthem, what happened was they disbanded a few years ago. But one of their albums, the 59 Sound it's called, just turned 10 years old this year. And they kind of did a bit of a world tour with it. They played the whole album on that tour, as well as a few classics, which was nice. It's always good when a band reunites for a big concert like that. So there were two pre-show acts, if you will. One of them was Matthew Ryan and Friends, or something like that. He was just, like, it was just a generic 4-piece 80s, 70s rock band. Like, you had your rhythm guitar, your normal, like, solo guitar, whatever it's called. Drums, bass, the usual. They were fine. Nothing special, but nothing bad either. And then the next support act was called Dave House, another American musician. And he was just on stage on his own with an acoustic guitar and his brother, like his younger brother. And the brother looked so young he could have been the kid, but whatever. And anyways, Dave House. So he was playing some acoustic rock, some ballads, whatever. It was nice, I liked him. But I've never heard of him before. But when he started playing, and I looked around at my surroundings, like the people surrounding me, they were going crazy for him. And I'm just thinking there, like, on my own, well, everybody's singing along to this random song. I've never heard of the guy or his music, so I'm just gonna clap along to the beat like I'm pretending I know what I'm doing. So, yeah, I don't know what was up with that. Apparently he played here a few months ago, but still, I've never seen any advertisements. I've never even heard the name before. But I'll definitely check out his stuff later on, because he was really good. Like, he had some proper emotion in his voice, and his songs were emotional. Some good lyrics too. And finally, the main show was, as I said before, the Gaslight Anthem. And as expected, everybody in the venue got crazy, including myself. They started off with a few of their classic songs. Then after like 4 or 5 songs, they oh, never mind. Let me hold that thought, because Harley just leveled up to 26, which might mean that... Yes! Evolution time, finally! So, So the main event, Gaslight Anthem, they played 4 or 5 songs of their classic selection. Then they continued playing the album, the 59 Sounds. The 59 Sound, which was like 12, 13 songs in a row. What kind of bothered me was they didn't pause in between. They just played song after song after song after song, and no crowd interaction either, which was disappointing to me. But after they finished playing the album, okay, let's check out Harley. Before I continue, yeah, that's a really good stat increase. I like that speed. That speed is great. Sadly, no new moves yet, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, to finish this story, after they finished the album, they played some of their classics, including my favorite song, 45. Like, from them, my favorite song. And they also, like, played around a bit, talked to the crowd, gave out to 3 people who were clapping along badly, which was funny. And yeah, it was enjoyable overall. Well worth the 50 quid that I spent. Okay. And I've got some more gigs coming up this year, but we'll get to that some other time. Because, like, eventually when I run out of material to talk about, I like to have some topics in the back of my head. And there's still some gigs that I've went to this year that I've not talked about at all. But for now, let's concentrate about the game again. Kappa just leveled up to 26, didn't learn anything because, as I said before, its move pool is really dire. And here's Corfish. Corfish is basically Krabby but more so, but instead it's actually got a usable special attack. So if you're a fan of crabs and you want to use a crab Pokemon, you can't go wrong with Corfish. Its only downside is it is a part dark type. But as far as I know in this generation, it doesn't really learn any good dark moves. So, but even then, it's a good water type. It has good special attack, great attack, and it can learn a variety of moves, including Brick Break, which we talked about earlier. And here's Clamperl. Clamperl is one of the more odd Pokemon in the series. As you might know, Clamperl evolves into 2 different Pokemon by trait evolution while holding an item. And it's really obscure, like in the original Ruby and Sapphire, you could only get one of the 2 evolution items, kind of like the fossils, and you could never get the other one as far as I know. And it's available really late in the game. And you need a water Pokemon in this game because you need to use Surf. So imagine you got your 7th badge, you have access to Clamperl, you think, hey, this Clamperl looks really cool, I want to add it to my team, I want to train it. And then you find out it doesn't evolve. You're thinking, it has a good defense stat, the rest is a bit lackluster though. By the way, does it evolve? And then you find out, no, it doesn't. And then you end up being disappointed. So, if you want to use Clamperl, go in with the plan. And oh, I was just about to say, you're finally gonna give Harley in its evolved form a shot. Nope, Supersonic. Give me Gin and Tonic. Yeah, let me go back to Oracle here and just attack it. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay, good. That Tentacool has a really good special defense, so I'm not expecting a one-hit wonder. Nope, it's not. Oh, you're gonna use Acid. Whatever. Oh, I don't care. And yeah, that's gonna be annoying, but thankfully I outspeed it, and I have no obligation in staying in. Okay, that's Tentacool down, or should I say a cool tent. It's an anagram. And what? You got a Wooper! Or should I say Oopa? I'm sorry. Yeah, Upa is the Japanese name, and every time I see that name, I'm obliged to say Upa. I know, I'm weird. Anyways, Wooper, yeah, it's a water ground type, and it goes down to Bullet Seed immediately. I'm surprised it took 2 hits though, but doesn't matter, it's gone. It was a Wooper, it's cute. And actually, I'm in the middle of a hard gold playthrough. I've sort of abandoned it, but I still have the save file, so I might go back to it. And I'm using a Quagsire in it. It's better than I expected, honestly, because I've never really paid much attention to Wooper, or its evolution Quagsire, because I don't like its design, it's really bland, apart from Wooper's cuteness. But yeah, it can hold its own. And yeah, there's a fisherman, dude, man, person, so yeah, let's go Harley. Beat him down. But stop and chat. Sends out a Pokemon for a fight. Yeah, that's good chatting. I guess in the Pokemon world, having a Pokemon fight is kind of having a conversation. I don't know. I don't get these NPCs. Okay, you Spark, Carvanha, you are dead as shit. Yeah, indeed you are. Carvanha is just as frail as I don't know what. It has such weak defenses. And because it was so nice, let's do it twice. Goldeen, you are going down as well. See you on the other side. Whoop, it's gone. And what else do you got? I'm gonna guess it's another... No, it's a Whalmer. It's a Whalmer. No, Remoraid. Remoraid is cool, although it doesn't really make sense. It's a fish, sort of designed as a gun, and it turns into an octopus, which kinda resembles a tank, I guess, but except it doesn't. It used to in the beta, like in the beta of Gold and Silver, but not anymore. But I've always liked Remoraid and Octillery. They learned some really odd moves too, like Octillery, a pure water type, learns Flamethrower, I believe Bullet Seed, what else? Like Rock Blast. Kind of like typical gun moves. And it's really strange, but it's also very useful. Like, not competitively, I think, because it's way too slow, but in-game it's great. I've used one on Platinum once, and it was one of the best members of the team. Okay, Belborough, you get your 5 seconds of screen time, enjoy it while it lasts. Oh, it's gone. And yeah, that almost takes care of the trainers. I have one more row of cabins to go through though, but I don't think there's many trainers left. So let me just get Juice up to level 26 within those last remaining battles. And before I attack the rival, I would actually like to cut the episode and do some grinding. Because as the last rival fight showed, I need to prepare. Especially because I think in the next fight, the rival's Smoochum will have evolved to a Jinx. And you saw how dangerous the Smoochum was. Well, Jinx is gonna be even worse. Okay, do you have anything to say? Why would a captain of a ship, of a miniature model ship I might add, be a sword master? Like, what kind of profession is that? Oh yeah, I'm a samurai, you know, I practiced using the katana. By the way, I'm also a captain of a ship. No context, just random, why not? Okay, here we are on deck, there's a few seasick people, and here's a Makuhita. I don't have anything interesting to say to Makuhita, other than if I would catch a male one, I would name it Yokozuna. If you can get that reference, you're cool. Anyway, it has no defense basically. It's just an HP sponge, nothing else. And here's Krabby. Let me use Kappa again, because Kappa, I like Kappa. It's cool. It's kind of my underdog of the team, honestly. It's got a cool design, it's got a good typing, but in a fight, it's not that strong. And if you know me, you know that I'm always a fan of the underdogs. Okay, Krabby's down. Kappa should get a level up now. Why does Krabby give so much experience, by the way? It's just a run-of-the-mill water type. Oh well. There's some more stats, and here's Trevor, and he's down. What do you have to say to your defense? Yeah, I think your father got up, I think your father just played Pokemon Green, like the original. Whatever. And, yeah, here's someone puking right on the floor. Here's another sailor. But I thought he was a trainer. No, he's just scrubbing the deck. Okay, this is kind of a cool touch, like him walking back and forth, imitating as if he was scrubbing the deck. Yeah, I like that. I like little details like that. Let's do a little jig. How about we don't? No, thank you. I've seen my fair chance of Irish dancing. I think I'm okay. And he's got another Meditite. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Sailors, you would expect to mainly use water type because they are water based. But no, they also use their fair share of fighting types. And, oh yeah, because it used hidden power again. I think that's a train of thought I didn't follow to the end earlier. I believe if used by wild Pokemon or NPC trainers, in this generation, hidden power is always fighting. And I think in future generations it becomes a random type, or a pre-selected type rather. But in here it's always fighting, which makes it incredibly good, or incredibly useful, because you can plan ahead accordingly. And yeah, he's got a Shelter, Rest in Peace Bean, and so on. Yeah, you're going down as well. You're gonna join Bean on the other side. And your dream of becoming a Cloyster or becoming attached to a Slowpoke will never become true. I'm sorry, Edmund. You're gonna pick up your Shelter on the floor. Actually, are you... I think there's about 802 at the moment. Kind of overwhelming. But, yeah, you'll have to deal with it. Sorry for dropping that knowledge bomb onto you. Okay, there are some more cabins in here, but I will save those for the next episode, kind of as a warm-up to the Joe fight. And for now, let me go into the wrong cabin yet again. Let me go to my cabin, here we go. Let me talk to the lady, take a rest, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.